Foy.
To clinch her second title of the season. Indeed. Brandon. There it is. Nice. Bang.
Winning shot. Simo.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the USBC Collegiate Sectionals Assignment Show, also known as Selection Wednesday from this day moving forward. My name is Emil Williams Jr., and always a pleasure to be here with you. In just a few minutes, we will announce the men's and women's teams who have qualified for sectionals and which location those teams will be competing in. Well, before we get to that, just a few thank yous to note. Big thanks to the IBC youth and collegiate staffs, as always. Melissa Matos, Amanda O'Laughlin, Andrew Lowy, Zach Barton, Janae Jones, Brian English, and Zach Singer for all of their hard, tireless work. We appreciate you. And certainly thanks to the selection committee. There's a lot, obviously, that goes on into choosing and deciding and determining which locations teams get sent to. That is a tireless and thankless job, and we appreciate the selection committee for their work as well. And certainly tonight, big thanks to our producer on the ones and twos. Many of you have already talked and seen him today, this week, and throughout the season. That is Chase Kaufman. Thank you, Chase, as always. So first and foremost, here are the teams and how sectionals are indeed assigned. The process is based on ranking points earned during the regular season, and USBC attempts to place no more than 2 of the top 8 schools and no more than 4 of the top 16 in any sectional. Again, based on the team ranking system. The top 80 eligible men's and women's teams are seeded into sectionals. The format, of course, 64 Baker games, 32 games each day, with total pinfall determining the top 4 teams who will advance to the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Sectionals weekend will be March 7th through the 9th. It'll be across 4 locations: Allen Park, Michigan, Addison, Illinois, Fort Worth, Texas, and Smyrna, Tennessee. March 7th will be the date for singles qualifying for the Intercollegiate Singles Championships. And, of course, the 8th and 9th will be reserved for team qualifying. ISCs and ITCs will take place the week of April 14th through the 19th, so make sure you got that on your calendar, which I'm sure you already do. It'll be at South Point Bowling Plaza back in Las Vegas, which is always a fantastic event. The TV shows are taped on the 19th, and they will air on CBS Sports Network. Again, all shows will air on CBS Sports Network, and there's a quick look at the times and the dates of many of you will have the opportunity to compete on television. We will show that again one more time at the end of the show, just in case and just to recap before all is said and done. This will also be the 51st season of the USBC Collegiate postseason play. 51 years of college bowling competition, specifically in the postseason, which is fantastic. And also the second year of the USBC Collegiate Hall of Fame. And those inductees will officially go into the Hall of Fame during ITC and ISC week in Las Vegas as well. So we got all of the things that we need to do early on, folks. So I'm not going to waste your time any longer. Get ready for another great week in Las Vegas. But first, we got to find out who's going to get there. Without further ado, let us find out who is advancing to sectionals and where your teams will compete. Let's do it, Chase. We will begin in Fort Worth with the women's squads in Fort Worth, Texas at City View Lanes, where the Lindenwood women, the 4th best team in the nation and the top team, of course, in this sectional. The Lady Lions made match play at the Hoosier Classic and boasts 2 top 5 Tier 1 PowerPoint finishes, along with 5 Tier 2 first place PowerPoint finishes on the season. Haley Bozick, who finished second at last year's Intercollegiate Singles Championships, is back to lead the Lady Lions to what could be another national championship season for the group from St. Charles, Missouri. Up next is Co-College in 6th, perhaps the team who's looking to make the most noise this season. They're ranked 6th, of course, in just their 5th season as a program, Co won their first event in program history at the Midwest Collegiate Championships to open up the year. They added 2 top 5 finishes during the Las Vegas Tier 1 stretch and a conference championship during that run. And they look like a team that is poised for a breakthrough, looking for their first ITC appearance. Fifth-year senior Whitney Morse leads the team in average and average differential. There you see William Penn in 13th, followed by Cumberland in 15th. And tonight, folks, a surprise, we've got watch party action tonight. Give a shout out to Cumberland. Thank you, Cumberland, for joining us. First place PowerPoints for that squad during the Raider Classic. We've got more watch parties, so keep that in mind. In 18th, Ottawa, Kansas. From Sacred Heart, there are 23rd. In 32nd, there's Culver Stockton, followed by Newman, McPherson, Spring Hill, Hastings, Avila, Oklahoma Christian, Columbia, McKendree, Baker, the University of Alabama, Birmingham, and Central Missouri. And those are the teams, of course, on the women's side of things to get us started in Fort Worth, Texas. And now for our first coach interview of tonight, we welcome in the head coach of the women's team here at Cumberland, Christina Hollis. Hi.
How's it going?
First of all, whose child is that?
This is ours. This is Eli.
Oh, congratulations.
He's our mascot.
Already stolen the show. All right, Coach Hollis. You get an opportunity, of course, to lead a group who's having a fantastic season. How do you get this group prepared for what certainly is a rigorous sectionals competition with 64 Baker games?
It's everything we've been working on all season long. Patience and timing and giving everybody grace every time we throw a shot.
What's been your favorite thing so far this season to this point?
Oh, we got a mascot. He's only 5 months. He's been
That's an excellent answer. Coach Hollis, Cumberland, thank you for joining us and congratulations. Good luck at sectionals.
Thank you.
How about that? Oh, 5-month mascot. See, that's I mean, you can't get that anywhere else but on Bowl TV. That's what I'm talking about, Chase. Why you didn't tell me that was happening? All right, let's do it, folks. Let's continue on to the men's squads of Fort Worth. I'm in my fields now. I got kids too, so you guys know how to go. All right, let's do it. Fort Worth men's squads coming up here in a moment. And there they are on your screen. Newman leads this group as the Jets will fly into Fort Worth, Texas, coming off a third-place finish at the Hoosier Classic. The team captured 3 wins during the season and finished no worse than 10 for PowerPoints in Tier 1 and Tier 2 competition. Freshman Liam Hardman and sophomore Brady Longenecker are 2 of the best in the nation, an average diff. And we can't forget about 2024 honorable mention All-American Noah Akiona, as well as Zach Smullen. In 8th, there is Oklahoma Christian. Fort Worth looks like, folks, it is going to be a battle. They'll be at the forefront looking to earn their spot at ITCs. The team finished in top 5 PowerPoints in 2 events this season and had a stout Tier 2 schedule, which included a win at the Eagle Invitational 1. Team is led by 2025 U.S. Amateur Champion and first-team All-American from last year, C.J. Petrin, his Team USA teammate Connor Fleming, and Adam Atkins, just to name a few. There you see more teams. Of course, McKendree is ranked 12th. Purdue is 16th. That's a very good squad. Those first 4 teams are going to be very difficult. Then, of course, there you see Wichita State, probably in an unfamiliar position for most, but do not let that ranking fool you. Arguably one of still the top team in the nation. Hastings is 24th, followed by Lindenwood, Grand Canyon. Shout out to Ben Canfield, Fresno State, and Chris Preble. William Penn is 31st. There is Arizona State in 38th, followed by Polk College. Southern Nazarene is 42nd. There is Cumberland again, one more time. Here we go. My favorite mascot already. Okay. Ottawa, Kansas. San Jose State. Avila, Texas San Antonio. Baker, Texas A&M. Good luck, good people. You're headed to City View Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas. March 8th through the 9th. Multiple ways to watch from anywhere, of course, on Bowl TV. Tonight, we've got Bowl TV. We've got the Bowl TV YouTube channel, as well as the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page as well. But we're streaming over 95 events. Obviously, PBA. We just had the Hoosier Classic last weekend. Don't waste any more time. We got the Roku app as well. Subscribe today. Please visit bowltv.com/subscribe. All right, folks, let's keep it moving. That was a great look at what we had going on in Fort Worth. And now we move to Allen Park, and we will start with the women there. The Pikeville women are the third-ranked team in the country and have been knocking on the door of getting back to a title match in recent years. The two-time ITC champs finished no lower than fifth in power points in 14 events this season, including gaining first-place power points in 3 Tier 1 events. 2024 second-team All-American Brianna Rogers is 9th in the country in average and 3rd in average differential, while former first-team All-American Christina Cato is 14th in average diff. They are followed by Davenport, as the Panthers squad is back in Allen Park and look to earn their first women's ITC berth in program history. The Panthers earned top 10 power points in 4 of the 5 Tier 1 events they competed in, and first place power points in 4 Tier 2 events. Two-time All-American Casey Eaton is 5th in the country in average differential and leads a consistent Panther squad in their home state of Michigan. There in 9th is St. Xavier. They are always tough. Marion, Indiana is 16th, and that's the site of our second watch party of the night. Well, that was very March Madness-like right there. They practiced hard. Well done, Marion. We'll be back with you in a minute. Muskingum is 17th. Well, wait a minute. Muskingum, what's good tonight? I hear a little bit. I see y'all. Great showing at the Hoosier Classic. We'll talk to them in just a little minute as well. That's a tease, is what we say in the business. St. Vincent is 21st, followed by Lawrence Tech. They'll be close to home as well. Northwestern Ohio is 25th, followed by Cleary. Midway, don't go too far. Midway in 36. What's up, Midway?
I know, I told you.
They practice well, too. I like it. Well done, Midway. That's another tease. All right, Chase, let's keep it rolling. Aquinas is 37th, Rochester in 46th, Kutztown in 48th, Walsh, Mount St. Mary's. There's a dangerous squad in 55th, folks. North Carolina A&T. Do not forget about them, former ITC champs as well. Olivet, Goshen, Robert Morris, Pennsylvania, and Madonna. Let's look at the women's teams. And before we move on to the men's teams, we will welcome in the head coach at Midway University from Midway, of course. Please welcome in Chris McMillan. Chris, what are we doing?
Hey, how are you? Good to be here.
I am doing well, good sir. First and foremost, I know there's been a lot of flooding and such going on in Kentucky. Just curious how you guys are on campus in Midway, Kentucky. Fortunately,
we're fine. Just a little bit of ice, but we're healthy.
Okay, good. That's great news. Great news. Okay, Chris, first opportunity as a head coach. Sectionals is a beast. You competed as a collegiate player. Take me through the preparation. What are you looking forward to, both mental and physical, getting to the postseason in 64 Baker games of competition during sectionals?
Well, we take it one step at a time. First of all, we had to earn our right to get there, right? This is a whole new playing field. This is a rebuild of a program that I was basically adopted into. So just a whole new structure of things. We have a lot of strength and a lot of depth. Hopefully, we got a pretty rough hand dealt with us. We had some injuries and some sickness towards the end of our regular season. So getting everyone healthy, but also focusing on the mental game. We don't necessarily have to be a team that we're not. We just have to do our jobs. And when the dust settles, hopefully we'll get our ticket to Vegas.
That is well said right there, Coach. Well, good luck. We appreciate the time, and we'll see you in March.
Thank you.
All right, that is head coach Chris McMillan, ladies and gentlemen. I like that answer, too, and good luck to Midway and all of the squads and all of the women's teams headed to Allen Park, Michigan. And now we turn our attention to the men's teams in Allen Park. And there they go. Lawrence Tech back in Allen Park like they stole something. They're hoping this is the start of another run to an ITC title match. The ITC runners-up from 2024 just missed match play at the Hoosier last weekend, but earned second-place power points in 3 Tier 1 events this season. This is a team who also finished second at ITCs in 2019. Nice job, Chase Kaufman. And perhaps a third time on the show might be the charm. A group effort leads Lawrence Tech with Costa, Gaston Yotis, Michael Weber, Connor Nowak, and Noah Samuels doing a lot of the heavy lifting for Lawrence Tech. And now back to another watch party. 7th is Marion of Indiana. That was the equivalent of a cheer that would have been done at the banquet, but they dropped it right here at the watch party. You have won the night already, and we're not even done. Thank you for that, Marion. I appreciate you. How about the year for Marion University? I don't even know if we can top it now. They're looking for their second consecutive ITC appearance on the strength of their first Tier 1 win in program history at the Midwest Collegiate Championships. They were excellent in Tier 2 play as well, with wins at the Boilermaker Classic and during Crossroads League action. Dylan Malo and Nolan Blessing are two of the best in average around the country, but Nick Archaki and the addition of David Hayes could pay dividends in the postseason. In 10th, there is Pikeville, and Coach Sikowski is always doing a great job. Shout out to Bryce Oliver. In 14th is Davenport, and in 18th, another watch party, Muskingum. Oh, they got signs and stuff. Okay, and little hand gestures. They're throwing stuff in the air. All right, I like it. I see what's going down. They were fantastic again during the Hoosier Classic, and we'll talk with Coach in just a moment here. In 22nd, St. Xavier. Hello to Spencer Mosher and Bobby Hebetler over there. Robert Morris, Pennsylvania is 32nd. SUNY Stony Brook in 34th. Northwestern Ohio is 35th. New Jersey Institute of Technology is 39th. In 45th sits Madonna. 48th is Aquinas. And 49th, William Patterson. Don't sleep on Willie P there. Olivet is 58th. Erie Community College is 61st. St. Vincent, Rochester Institute of Technology, Rochester, Cleary, and Ohio Northern. All right, we just saw Muskingum twice. Of course, they have joined us via the watch party. We thank all of our teams for being available tonight to help to make this show as best as it can be. Now we want to welcome in head coach of Muskingum, Doug Smith. And Doug, first of all, Coach, can you hear me? Okay, good. Coach, real quick, obviously the program, both men's and women's teams, the rocket and the arrows going up quickly. ITC appearance last year for the men. What's been the keys for both the men and the women's teams, not only this season, but since the program has begun?
Basically, going out and finding talent. We just reload here at Muskingum and just working really hard ever since the first week of school. And we continue to do it. We always look forward to the postseason. We're always going to make it. This is our goal. So it's been a great time.
Coach, I like what you said there, the recruiting aspect of things. Real quick, what do you look for in a student athlete that would be great for Muskingum?
First and foremost, they have to be a very good student. Basically, I look at their grade point average and an SAT score. Then we go to bowling scores. All right, and talk about academics over the bowling, and that's the key. I want people who are going to graduate.
Brains and bowling if you're going to Muskingum. Coach, we appreciate you, and best of luck to both teams in March. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Chase, that's the answer. We need brains and bowling to go to Muskingum. Good luck to everybody at Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan, of course, March 8th through the 9th. And now we head to the third sectional. This time it's Smyrna, Tennessee, and we will begin with our women's teams. Okay, DJ Kaufman, give me a little mix up on the music. Here are your women's teams advancing to Smyrna. The second-ranked team in the land is the Savannah College of Art and Design Bees, who finished second at the Hoosier Classic, but they did grab first place power points at the event. In fact, the Bees earned top 3 power points in all 10 of their events, which included a couple of victories. Yumi Uzaria leads the team in average, while 2024 first-team All-American Laura Kurtz continues to fuel this team as one of its leaders and holds down that anchor spot for Coach Mike Kahn and Coach Katie Thornton. In 8th is Milligan, and we've got ourselves another watch party tonight. Well done, Milligan, and we will be back with you, of course, in just a moment, because the Milligan women are 8th in the country, but first in the hearts of Milligan fans all across the nation. Their fans were loud at the Hoosier Classic. Cough, cough, Ronnie Horton. This group has been spectacular this season with 7 top 5 finishes, with the Emily Trio leading the way. Emily King and Emily Cheeseman are in the top 20 in average differential, and Emily Horton rode the program's first 300 game at the Thomas Burris Memorial. In 11th sits Concordia. 12th is Trine, and I'm wondering where this Trine watch party is going down at tonight.
Yay!
I was hoping it was going to be on the blue line. That was the epitome of great TV, ladies and gentlemen. We will go back to Trine in just a minute. Trine, you get 2 chances at this, so re-up on the second one. It's coming up soon. All right, and 22nd is Missouri Baptist. Don Griffin and crew, what you got over there? Oh, I like it. Shout out to Missouri. Shout out to St. Louis as a Lindenwood alum. Mobap, always one of my favorites. Shout out to Missouri Baptist. Good to see you guys, and thank you for hanging out tonight. All right, there's Missouri Baptist in 22nd. Wright State in 29th. Stephen F. Austin, always a good program. They've got themselves an ITC title as well. SCAD Atlanta in 37th. Jacksonville State, last year's ITC runners-up on the women's side. Of course, the reigning NCAA women's champions. Emmanuel is 45th. There is Maryville. Shout out to the Russos. They got a very good team as well, but it's Smyrna section on the women's side. Huntington. University of the Cumberlands, Rio Grande, Shawnee State, Tennessee Wesleyan, Maryland Eastern Shore, Delaware State, and Indiana Wesleyan checking in with us tonight. Oh, in the gym. Okay. This is legit. Nicely done, Indiana Wesleyan. Belmont Abbey sits in 77th. And that'll do it, of course, for our teams in Smyrna, Tennessee. But that won't do it, of course, for what we've got going on here. We do want to bring back one of our interviewees from Trine. We welcome in head coach Mike Jasinski. And first of all, Coach, are you okay? Because it looked like you did hit the lane pretty hard.
It's just a flush moon.
All right. Okay. Coach, Trine has been on the up and up since the program got started. Obviously, a wonderful training facility. What's it going to take for Trine this season to kind of reach that pinnacle of every college bowling team that wants to get to, and that's an ITC championship?
Stay patient, believe in each other, trust in the coaches, and strike a lot.
What have been on that note? What have been some of the important keys to your success so far, in particular this season?
Just the buying into hard work, buying into family culture, and just supporting each other no matter what. We've had quite the season with some ups and downs, injuries, other unforeseen things, and no matter who we move up, they're willing to step in and fill the role and take care of business to help contribute right away.
Coach, I appreciate your time, and we will see you once more and again. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that was Coach Mike Jasinski. I knew I was going to mess it up. I was 3 for 3 and then 3 of 4. 75% won't get it done. I love the stash too, Coach. We appreciate you. All right, on to the men's teams here in Smyrna. There is Weber, the defending national champions on the men's side. They're looking to begin that title defense officially in Smyrna, Tennessee. They swept the Tier 1 victories during the Las Vegas holiday events and have finished no lower than 5th in any event this season. The Warriors returned major pieces to their national championship roster, including Brandon Bone, Brett Lloyd, Austin Grammer, Charles Bostic, Edgar Burgos. In 4th, SCAD Savannah. They're the 4th-ranked team, but 2nd behind, of course, Weber in their sectional. The Bees had a mountain to climb to reach the pinnacle at the Hoosier Classic, but they didn't waste that opportunity, coming away with the final Tier 1 victory of the season last weekend. They are 4th in the country with depth, and one of their key ingredients with players like Julian Salinas, Justin Bone, Kai Evans, Leo Skin, along with a couple of really talented freshmen at Christian LaCory, Aiden Furukawa, and Ethan Caruso. The Bees won the Bolero Southern Classic and earned top 5 Tier 1 power points at the Midwest Collegiate Championships. Up next, 13th sits Milligan. Milligan one more time. Coach Ricker has been great. Coach Mike Hall has been a great addition this year. The Milligan men have been fantastic, and they merely made match play at the Hoosier Classic as well. We appreciate Milligan for joining us tonight. All right, Milligan 13th. How about Concordia in 15th? Tennessee Wesleyan, the 21st ranked team overall. There is Trine one more time. What you got for me, Coach?
Go. Oh my God, can you see it?
I didn't see it, but I know it was great. We'll go with that. If you're doing the Machuga flop, then you know it was good to begin with, so don't worry. The Ohio State is 28th. Belmont Abbey in 33rd. Quincy is 41st. And Florida State in 50th. SCAD Atlanta is 52nd, followed by Shawnee State. Huntington is 59th. Indiana Wesleyan one more time. Right now, Marion and Indiana Wesleyan, but then you got to include Trine. Ooh, it's not a contest. I love the fans there. I love you guys. I might have to take a trip to Indiana Wesleyan. All right. Emmanuel is 63rd. Vincennes is 65th. University of the Cumberlands, and one more time, Missouri Baptist. Let's get it, men's team.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Mobap. Oh, man. Chase, are we good with all of our teams from Smyrna? Give me the thumbs up. Yes, we are. Thank you. All right, good luck to all of our teams in Smyrna. But before we move away completely from that sectional, we do want to welcome in head coach from Indiana Wesleyan, Mr. Chris Carlin. Chris, first of all, let's see if we can see. Yeah, Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Coach, how do we get this kind of ruckus atmosphere at Indiana Wesleyan tonight? I know it's the first time the school's made sectionals. You've dealt with some challenges as well. So just describe the feeling, the excitement level that the program, the fans, and the parents are feeling.
Oh, sure. Indiana Wesleyan is just a special place. I mean, when we found out that we had the opportunity to go to sectionals, we let the athletic department know, and the athletic department showed up. So we have the football team here, women's soccer team here, bowling team here, parents here, and the athletic department's here. So it's pretty exciting.
That is truly remarkable. I know normally, from what I understood, that Sundays typically aren't for bowling or competition at Indiana Wesleyan, but you've got an exception, this opportunity to go bowl and compete at sectional. So how do you plan to make the most of your opportunity?
Oh, man, we are just blessed with the opportunity. My kids have been working hard. They've been putting in a lot of work, and we got final approval today from the president of the university to allow us to bowl on Sunday. And we're just excited, and we're planning on going down and making most of it.
Well, Coach, I'm not going to Smyrna, but I tell you, I kind of wish I was now, just to see you guys in person. Congratulations on what has been a good season so far. Let's make it great in sectionals. Good luck to you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That is Coach Chris Carlin and Chase. The fans showed up, man. You cannot really put a number and a price on that kind of school support. So shout out to everybody who came out to support the Indiana Wesleyan bowling program. So with that said, let's move on to our final sectional of the evening. And it's one, of course, that most people already know, certainly been waiting for. And if you haven't heard your school's name by now, then you probably got a good idea of where you're headed. And that's the Chicagoland area in the suburb of Addison, Illinois. And there are a look at the first squads on the women's side of things. And, of course, the top-ranked team in the nation, Mount Mercy Mustangs. They just might have, folks, their best team in program history. They've earned first-place power points in 9 of their 10 events, including 4 Tier 1s. The group also won 3 tournaments in a row during the regular season, which included 2 Tier 1 titles during that stretch. It's a star-studded roster that features sophomore Brooke Salzman, who was in the top 5 in both average and average differential in the country. Coach Andy Dirks has the Mustangs certainly primed for a deep postseason run. And their 7th is Judson. I see Coach Corey. I see Coach Dirks. Look at that. Chloe Day. Hi, Nada. Anybody else? There's Elena Carr. I mean, I can see the whole squad. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you, Mount Mercy, Coach Dirks, and Coach Corey in just a little bit. One more watch party, Judson. Boy, they earned a watch party after what they did at the Hoosier Classic. Always the hypest person in the group is Woodley Dangerfield. I see you, Woodley. The 7th-ranked Judson Eagles squad watching tonight's show, of course, after winning the Hoosier Classic, the biggest win in program history. Senior Chloe Saziga didn't see the 4-pin fall on the shot, but it did just enough to edge Scad Savannah by 1 pin in the final regular season event of the year. Coach Biondo has to be in the running for Women's Coach of the Year this season. The team has earned top 5 power points in 7 events. Chloe is 10th in average and 2nd in the country. Also 2nd in average differential, along with Paige Carpenter. The rest of the squad, boy, the Eagles are soaring literally into postseason play. They are followed by Calumet College of St. Joseph, 10th. Spring Arbor is 14th. And another watch party tonight in 19th. Please welcome the Governor State University Jaguars. They don't know.
That's not us.
There we go. It's okay, Melanie. Blame Chase. Don't worry about it. Governor State, and this is Melanie's second year as a head coach. The second year as a program for Governor State, and they are doing big things. Just missed out on match play at the Hoosier, but they get to qualify an opportunity, a chance to advance to ITCs this season. St. Francis, Illinois is 20th. Never count out St. Francis. Morningside is 27th. Indiana Tech is 28th. Marion of Wisconsin is 31st. Learned a lot about that program last year's in the NCAA Regional. They're really good. Rock Valley and Coach Hall, I see you guys out there as well. Louisiana Tech is 41st. Monmouth is 42nd. And in 43rd, St. Ambrose. The Fighting Bees have a watch party tonight. Yes, and a lot of great student athletes. We appreciate St. Ambrose. Always 2 teams, both men and women, to keep an eye on once we get to postseason play. Wisconsin Whitewater is 47th. Duquesne is 59th. Duquesne, don't sleep on them. Viterbo, Emily, she's really good, leading the nation in average. Wisconsin-Madison is 63rd. Midland 69th. Grandview is 70th. And Waldorf is 73rd. And finally, Wartburg is 79th. Shout out to the Runks. And Alma in 80th rounds out the women's teams for Addison. And speaking of Addison, we will now welcome in Governor State head coach Melanie McDaniel. And first of all, Mel, can you hear me? Well, the team can hear me. Can you hear me, Mel?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, Melanie, I just talked about obviously what you've gone through, what the team has gone through. Second year as a program. Every time you do something great, you're breaking records. So When you get to sectionals, what's the mindset going to be to help prepare this team to be the best they can be and reach the ITC postseason?
Yeah, a lot of it is just about really depth and length of time. I mean, it's a long day. They're very long tournaments. So we're just really working on length of time and practice and quality shots and making our spares, lots and lots of spare shooting.
I was going to say, teams typically hang their hat on something. What's been the one thing that Governor State has been able to hang their hat on this season?
The girls have done a really good job digging deep and really digging into the depth of the program. They pick each other up really well, and when we struggle, another person comes in and picks them up, and they've done a really great job with that.
All right, Melanie. Well, when we see the Governor State Jaguars van outside, it's going to be a good time. Good luck in sectionals, and we'll see you in March. All right, that is Melanie McDaniel, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck again to Governor State, and good luck to all of our women's teams who are headed to Stardust Bowl in Addison, Illinois. And finally, let's not waste any more time. Let's learn about the men's squads who will be advancing to sectionals in Addison. And, of course, the top-ranked team on the men's side of things is Mount Mercy, where they are just headlining in Addison. Let's bring in our watch. This is by far the best sectional show we've ever done, without question. All right, well, we set the precedent tonight, Chase. All right, Mount Mercy, they've won 3 events during the regular season, including the Kegel ISBPA for the 2nd consecutive year. Sophomore Zach Andreessen leads the nation both average and average diff, while freshman Keegan Alexander took down the individual title at the Hoosier Classic. This squad is loaded with talent, and you saw a lot of it on the screen, and certainly equipped to hoist the Helmer Cup in April with Coach Cassidy Corey leading the way. We go back to St. Ambrose because they are 5th overall and 2nd at Addison. St. Ambrose, the watch party continues. Now we're cooking. We need one more section because I feel like all of the watch parties continue to get better each and every time. All right, St. Ambrose, the 5th-ranked team in the country, and they sit right behind Mount Mercy, of course. The Fighting Bees have amassed 3 Tier 1 top 5 finishes and power points and took care of business on their Tier 2 schedule. They also added 4 additional top 5 PowerPoint finishes, along with a victory at the Warhawk Open. Lucas Hersrud and Kendrick Siders are 2 of the best in the country and hope to lead the Fighting Bees to an ITC title. They've had a couple of runner-up finishes in the last few years. Here's Calumet College of St. Joseph. They are 9th. Never count out a Coach Mike Kabacki-led squad. Wisconsin Whitewater is 11th. St. Francis, Illinois, shout out to Tony Talley. Same thing with them. Never count them out as well. They are 17th. Indiana Tech is 20th. That's a very good squad as well. Alex Horton still doing great work. Marion, Wisconsin nearly made match play at the Hoosier Classic. Rory Clark doing big things there. Spring Arbor is 30th. Midland is 36th. Wartburg, again, the Runks doing great work in 37th. Iowa Western Community College is 46th. Rock Valley is 47th. Viterbo 56th. Wisconsin Platteville is 57th. Judson again in 60th. What you got for us this time? Yeah, baby! I'm going to see Woodley at the next EYT. We're going to talk about this. All right. Judson is 60th. Kansas Wesleyan is 63rd. Siena Heights is 68th. Clark is 75th. College of Lake County is 78th. Wisconsin Lacrosse is 79th. And finally, to round out all of our teams, Lakeland is 81st and Morningside is 83rd. Again, good luck. Congrats to all of the teams who are headed to Addison and Stardust Bowl in suburban Chicago. But we head back to Mount Mercy. We have an opportunity with Coach Andy Dirks and Coach Cassidy Corey. Coaches, can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
All right. First, Coach Dirks, I'll start with you. In 2020, I thought you had the best women's team you'd ever had, and I truly thought you were going to win the ITC title that season. The COVID-19 pandemic, of course, took away the postseason. How do you feel about our 2025 team? Because I think this team is poised and ready to win an ITC title as well. What do you need to do to get that done?
Well, I think like all the other coaches have said, you have to take it one shot at a time. You know, we kind of have a motto, so what next shot? Whether it's a strike, whether it's a big four, whatever happens, so what next shot? We just got to go get the next one. And I think it's a preparation up to it. Preparing, we got a really great group of guys that'll push these girls to have to strike. If we bowl matches against them, it's always a tough battle. So that'll prepare them for the best teams in the country. And we'll just do whatever we can and live each moment in the present.
And Coach Corey, obviously a talented roster on the men's side as well. You get two teams or two programs ranked number one. What's been some of the keys for you? And I'm sure the mixing, matching of lineups and rosters and the depth to create this top-ranked billing on the men's side of things?
It's mostly just their belief in each other and their belief in themselves. That has been a big thing for them. It's really unique and fun to watch, and we always have a great time on the lanes together.
All right, coaches, before we let you go, I want to know what's hopping in Cedar Rapids, so give me one more goodbye from Cedar Rapids. That's a way to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. To two top-ranked teams, first on the women's side, first on the men's side. Congratulations again to Mount Mercy, and congratulations to all of our teams again headed to sectionals. Now, some final housekeeping, of course. Here are your ISC registration times. This is registration times for singles competition. Please note the time of each specific sectional. The portal will not open until the time listed for each individual section. So if you are going to Allen Park, it opens at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you're going to Smyrna, 1 p.m., Addison, 3 p.m., Fort Worth, Texas, 5 p.m. Again, note all times there are Eastern. Do not register for the wrong sectional. Someone probably will try to help you out, but it's going to be a while. So do not register for the wrong sectional. And Chase, if we have it, here are the dates again for the dates and times of the TV finals for all four shows. Tuesday, April 22nd, ISC Women will air at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, April 29th, the ISC Men's Show will air at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, May 6th, the ITC Women's Shows will air, or Women's Show, will air at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then finally, Tuesday, May 13th, the ITC Men's Show will air at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And folks, on behalf of the USBC and the BPAA, we certainly like to thank the Gold Partners. Big involvement, of course, in what the youth and the collegiate departments do for the IBC, Storm, Kegel, I Am Bowling, and Lane Talk. Also to our silver partners tonight, RotoGrip, 900 Global, Motive, and CDE. Big thank you to Chase Kaufman and all the wonderful people, of course, of the IBC youth staff and the collegiate staff that we talked about earlier. Thank you to Marion, Muskingum, Midway, Cumberland, Milligan, Governor State, Mount Mercy, Indiana, Wesleyan, Trine, St. Ambrose, Judson, Missouri Baptist for joining us tonight. I think I got everybody. Good luck to all at sectionals. Remember, this has been Selection Wednesday, folks. You watched it live and only on Bowl TV. My name is Drew Williams Jr. We will see you in March. Good luck, everybody.
To clinch her second title of the season. Indeed. Brandon. There it is. Nice. Bang.
Winning shot. Simo.